Brawl Stars just nerfed every free-to-play player in the game. I'll explain how and why I don't like it, as well as cover everything coming in the new update like balance changes, new skins, a new gear, and of course, HyperCharge. What is it? Which brawlers are getting it? And just how good is it going to be? Spoiler alert, it's going to change the way you play the game. And speaking of changing how you play, today's sponsor is aiming to do just that. Now, if you're watching this video, then you love mobile gaming, and some of you play on a phone, while some of you play on a tablet. But what I have right here in my hands is literally the best of both worlds, because not only is this a flagship phone, but unfold its 7.6-inch screen and you have yourself a small tablet that is absolutely perfect for watching media, surfing the net, or making the most of your mobile gaming experience. The Z Fold 5 has a brand new Snapdragon Gen 2 chipset for lightning quick response times and incredible processing power. It's got enough power under the hood to fully multitask two apps at the same time, which works perfectly with its display. And you don't have to worry about those displays getting ruined either, because it has the Gorilla Glass Victus 2 keeping it safe, while its frame is made out of the Armor aluminum, which keeps the entire thing rigid and secure. So if you're looking for the ultimate folding device, then what you're looking for is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5, and you can find out more about it by clicking the link in the description or the pinned comment. Big thanks to Samsung for not only sponsoring today's video, but also being a great partner with Tribe. Okay, so let's take a look at HyperCharge. This is the newest gameplay feature that will be coming in the next update. There will be 6 brawlers who will be getting this new ability to start with, but with each update, Brawl Stars plans to introduce new ones until every single brawler has one. There will be a new button on your screen that you will use for HyperCharge. You'll see that it charges up just like you would your super, although it does take about twice as long to fully charge. Once you press the HyperCharge button, you'll enter your HyperCharge state, and while it's active, your normal super ability will evolve, as well as you'll gain boosts for your stats such as health, damage, as well as gain a damage reduction shield. Now, the percentages for these stat boosts will vary for each brawler, but here is what each HyperCharge super will do. Shelly's super will be 33% larger than normal, as if it wasn't already scary enough. Colt's super will be 120% wider than normal, which actually might help me hit some shots. Now, Spike's super will have a 20% larger radius, and combine that with his mythic gear, and that sounds like the thing of nightmares. And for Jackie, all enemies pulled in by her super will also be slowed for 1.5 seconds. Now Bull, he will take 80% less damage while using his super. Now I can't show you pearls yet, but I will in the next sneak peek, so be sure to subscribe for that. Now when the new update launches, there's going to be a HyperCharged Unleashed event where you'll be able to play through it with unlimited lives and get Shelly's HyperCharge for free. Alternatively, you can purchase HyperCharge collector's packs from the shop for either 299 gems or 9,600 coins, and that is considerably more expensive than normal, but you do get some extras along with it. Those are a pin, a spray, and an animated profile icon, which is something new to Brawl Stars. And then after 2 weeks, you'll be able to purchase the HyperCharge from your brawler screen for 5,000 coins. Now, during a game, you can tell if somebody has a HyperCharge ready, as they're going to have like a swirling HyperCharge circle around them, as well as they will have a little HyperCharge icon on their circle. When using it, it's actually a lot of fun, and you can make some crazy plays. I think that most of them are pretty darn cool, except for Bulls. They are a tad expensive, but hopefully Brawl Stars will buff gold progression, because that's a lot of HyperCharge to buy for all these brawlers. So now there are a couple things that I'd like to say about HyperCharge. First off, it is really fun. It is honestly a truly fun moment in the game when you hit that purple button and you just go sicko mode for like, 5-6 seconds. And that's one of the other things, is that it doesn't last very long. I don't think it's going to be completely as game-breaking as a lot of people tend to think that it is going to be. And that's the other thing, because you're probably only going to get 1 or 2 HyperCharges per game. It's not going to be just something that's constantly going over and over again. It's not as OP as a lot of people are making it out to be. Now, before we hop into the balance changes, which there are a lot of, we need to go over a very big change, because it does affect all of the balance changes. Currently, in-game, when you level up a brawler, you get 5% more damage and hit points per level. When the new update hits, that's going to change to 10% per level. They've also redistributed what you unlock at each level. At level 7, you of course will get your gadget, but now at level 8, you will get access to your first gear. And then at level 9, you will still have your star powers, but at level 10, you'll get your second gear. And then finally, at level 11, you'll unlock the option to purchase your HyperCharge. Now, they made both of these changes because they wanted to make the level up process more meaningful, and I totally understand why they did this, but make no mistake about it. This really hurts free-to-play players and even players that spend a little that are not maxed out. The power gap from 1 to 11 is literally double the damage and double the hit points. I'm not a fan of this change. I do like how you get new unlocks from each level from power 7 onward. That is very cool, and personally I think that would have been enough of a motivator to keep people leveling up, especially with the HyperCharge at the very end. I just don't think that they needed to increase the power scaling, but regardless, that's what's coming, and it does affect the balance changes. So let's look at who's getting buffed and who is getting nerfed. First up are the buffs, and our first brawler here is Hank. He is getting his base damage increased from 1800 up to 2100, as well as his base hit points increased from 5400 up to 5800. Next up we have Buster, who's getting his base hit points increased from 4800 up to 5200, as well as his base damage increased from 1320 up to 1440. Byron is getting his supercharge rate buffed. Previously, it took 4 shots to get a super, now it will take 3. BB is also getting a buff. They're going to raise her hit points from 4600 up to 4800. Nani is getting her base damage increased from 700 up to 800. However, her return to Cinder gadget is getting nerfed, going from 5 seconds all the way down to 2. And likewise, Piper is going to be getting a buff as well as a nerf. Her base damage at max damage is going to be increased from 1520 up to 1700. However, her homemade recipe gadget, the homing one, the effectiveness of that homing is going to be reduced by 33%. The next brawler getting buffed is Mandy. She is seeing her base damage increase from 1200 up to 1300. And Leon is seeing his base hit points increase from 3200 up to 3400. Sandy is seeing his supercharge rate go from 7 shots down to 6 shots, so he'll be able to get that super back even faster. Fang is also getting a buff because they're increasing his super damage from 1000 up to 1200. They're also increasing the amount of supercharge gained whenever he lands that super on somebody. Willow is getting her base hit points increased from 2500 up to 2800. But it's not all sunshine and roses for every brawler because we do have some nerfs as well. Squeak's residue gadget, the duration of it is being decreased from 10 seconds down to 8 seconds, as well as his star power chain reaction is going from 20% extra damage down to 15%. Bonnie is getting her main attack projectile speed decreased by 5%. And on a really sad note, Crow is getting his extra toxic star power effectiveness decreased from 20% down to 15%. And Tick is getting his main attack reload speed increased by 4%, so he won't be able to throw those shots quite as fast as before. And our final nerf is for Tara. She is getting her base hit points decreased from 3200 down to 3100. That is a lot of balance changes that should really shake up the meta, which I personally love seeing. Now, before we hop into the skins, there is a new super rare gear that is going to be coming to the game. This new gear will add 1 additional gadget usage per game. So if you had 3, it'll move up to 4 if you have this gear equipped. And I think that this gear is going to be an incredibly powerful one. Now, there's also a bunch of brand new skins coming into this update, and 2 of them are legendary. Now, the first of these legendary skins will be part of the Brawl Academy skins, and it's Jock Stu. Now, this is a very different model for Stu, but it is one that is really awesome. He is the jock of his class, and he has the metal to prove it. His shots are slimy, and he has a cool animation when he lands the killing blow. Now, this skin is going to cost you 299 gems, and just like the other Brawl Academy skins, they will be available in the middle of September. Now, the other 2 skins in the Brawl Academy are each 149 gems or 5,000 bling. And the first one of these is the funniest one, and that's Nerd Squeak. I mean, just look at him. He looks absolutely hilarious. He's got braces and glasses and like a Dungeons and Dragons die that he throws that has a really cool effect. With his very fun winning and losing animations, this skin is one that I am absolutely going to get. I mean, okay, I'm probably going to get them all anyway, but you know what I mean. And the last one in this set here is Cheerleader Rosa. You see her pom-poms when she punches, and she transforms into the school mascot with her super. If you're a Rosa fan, then I bet you're gonna like this skin. Just don't look when she loses because, yeah, that school spirit, it's gone. Now the next set of skins are the Wasteland skins that have clearly seemed to be inspired by the movie Mad Max. These skins will be released shortly after the update arrives. The cheapest of them, coming in at 79 gems, is actually a really cool one. Scorpion Willow is by far Willow's coolest skin. Every shot has this scorpion tail that emerges from the ground, and her and the scorpion are one when she wins. But if she loses, ouch. Now next up is the Power League skin, Marauder Maisie. Win enough matches and you can purchase her for 5,000 bling. Now her model looks really cool and the shots are pretty neat, but that super, yo, is so good. It's like a dust storm where you can see the Brawl logo inside. It is really cool. I mean, maybe I'll even play Power League to get this. I mean, probably not. But she has both winning and losing animations, and of course she'll be available right after the new Power League season starts. Next up we have Raider Cordelius, and I really like this model. It's really aggressive, and while the shots or super aren't crazy, the winning and losing animations are really good. That being said, I don't think it's the best pure value as it costs 149 gems or 5,000 bling, but the model is still really good. And the last of the Wasteland skins is Rodeo Hank. This is a mythic skin that will set you back 199 gems, but it does have some really neat features. First off, his main shot does look different, but our favorite cowboy shrimp inside the tank has like little anime emotes when he's charging the shot. It's just a small, cool detail. His winning animation shows off what a manly or shrimpy shrimp that he is, but when he loses, he can't seem to hang on and gets bucked off the bull. I'm also going to be giving away some skins to subscribers on various platforms, so subscribe and check me out over on my social media. We also have 2 skins that are getting a remodel. First off, College M's is going to become Mean Girl M's and will cost you 29 gems. Now, if you have like, 0 eyesight and you already purchased College M's, maybe by accident, well, it's going to change for you automatically when the update hits. Also, Little Helper Penny, the Christmas skin, it's also getting a remodel, but I don't have a video of it as it's not currently in the developer's build at the moment, but we do have this image of the remodel. Very cool. Now, I can't show you the brand new Brawlers Chuck and Pearl skins yet, or at least, more than what we saw in Brawl Talk, but I do have a couple more Lunar New Year skins that I can show you. The first of them is another mythic skin in Lunar Janet. This will cost 199 gems, and for that price, you're getting an awesome model along with a really cool shot animation. And likewise, when her bombs hit the ground, they leave a really cool effect. When she loses, that wand loses all of its power, and Janet, she's done with it. I mean, honestly, what you're really paying for here is this shot animation because it is really good. Now, the next one is Handbach Mandy, and this one is also really good. It's very elegant with her winning animation as she floats around in her dress, but what's really awesome are her shots. Now, her normal shot is this really cool purple color. I like purple if you can't tell. But her super, dude, check out this super. Even her losing animation as she throws her weapon down and realizes that she might have broken it, and she prays for it to be all right. It's a really good skin. And then the last skin that I can show you is yet another legendary skin, and it's the newest mecha skin, and honestly might even be the coolest looking one. Now, this Edgar skin is going to set you back a hefty 299 gems, but you do get everything with it, from the custom robotic voice lines, which it sounds hilarious.
I could do this if I wanted to.
You can't make me. The shot animations are dope, and the killing blow effect is like Edgar's just beaming people out of existence. That's a Star Trek reference. His winning animation, he looks incredibly powerful, and even though he doesn't stick the landing in his losing animation, it's still pretty cool. This almost makes me want to play Edgar. Almost. We also have a brand new environment coming into the game called Ranger Ranch. Now, for those of you who don't get the name of this, it's the home of Shelly, Colt, and Spike. Now, most people refer to this trio as the Wild West trio, but as I've mentioned in the past, this trio is called the Rangers. That's another way of saying that they're like the lawmen or the sheriffs, if you will. You'll see each one of these characters around the edges of the map and even like a little shooting range in the back. It's not one of the flashiest environments, but it does fit the theme just right. Another big change that is coming is that Heist Bounty, and Hot Zone have all been removed from the rotation. They were played significantly less than the other modes and will now only be available in friendly rooms, although they will show up in special slots where the weekend modes used to be. Because, yeah, well, the weekend modes are going away as well. Turns out nobody played the weekend modes. Shocker. Now, the last order of business here is to cover the maps that will be in the game, and a few of them we have brand new ones. Now, I'm just going to list the maps that are coming into the game or leaving them. So if I don't mention a map that's currently in rotation, that means it's staying in game. In Showdown, they're bringing back Dried Up River and Dark Passage, and they're taking away Double Trouble and Scorched Stone. In Brawl Ball, they're bringing in a brand new map called Stepping Stone, and they are also bringing back Penalty Kick. They're disabling Beach Ball and Center Stage. In Gem Grab, we are getting a brand new map called Last Stop, and that's really cool. However, they are removing a bunch of maps. Those are Gem Fort, Rustic Arcade, Deathcap Trap, Undermine, as well as Minecart Madness, which I'm not too sad about. In Knockout, they are disabling Flowing Springs, Deep End, as well as Healthy Middle Ground, and X marks the spot. Now for Wipeout, we are getting a brand new map called Layer Bake. It's sort of like Layer Cake, but just it's already been cooked. And since it's already been cooked, they're removing Layer Cake, Dry Season, Snake Prairie, as well as Hideout and Canal Grande. Now for the community voted Siege that's coming back in the game, the 4 maps we're getting with that are Bot Drop, Some Assembly Required, Nuts and Bolt, and Factory Rush. And if you're into Power League, then right here on screen is the new rotation for those maps. Now, as you can see, Bounty has been replaced by Wipeout, and also Heist and Hot Zone are being removed as well, and the map pool has been reduced to 2 maps per mode. So Power League, Club League has been simplified quite a bit. So that's the bulk of what's coming in the update. Come back tomorrow for a first look at one of the brand new brawlers.